Yeah, I had an extra copy.
Is that for us now?
Yes.
We got that.
That's what I was here to discuss.
I'm good with minutes.
Okay, that's a motion by Gerald, second by Nick. Approve the minutes. Patrick, do we need to go to closed session?
Yes, if we could discuss potential litigation.
Okay, I make the motion to go to closed session.
Second.
Pay her. Appreciate it. It's hard to get in court now. These darn commissioners gonna need that second courtroom. Backs up pretty quick there. Anything going on with the jail?
It's just like yesterday we had 42 or 43, so we're absolutely full.
No leaks with all this water, everything pretty good with the jail?
Yeah. One thing we had an issue yesterday, or the day before, was with the air conditioner. We got a small leak in one of the units up there, it's completely out of freon, so we had to fill it up, trying to find the leak. Other than that, we're all right.
Is there still a leak up there at the bank building?
I don't know if they ever determined in the probation office what that leak was. I had
Or
heard
the
them
one
say-
behind Becky's desk at one time?
No, down in probation.
Probation.
Remember that one office that we originally?
Yeah.
I don't know if Bill's ever looked at that or not.
I thought they determined it was in the air conditioner, is that not correct?
I'm not 100% sure, but the one in Becky's, I've checked with him a few times, it hasn't leaked lately, has it?
No, it looks like that area is right where the roof changes, you know, from where there's a second floor and then over, basically be over her desk, there would be no second floor. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but.
Well, there's an air conditioner, something sitting right there, you know?
There's, yeah, there's her unit right above her desk.
Yeah.
Has it leaked anymore? Patrick?
No,
I've checked with it 2 or 3 times.
not since that one day, as far as I know.
It's rained a lot,
Yeah.
so.
The last I heard, I don't want to speak for Jeff, but there, on the issue of probation, they thought maybe it had to do with the fan. Because apparently for the bathroom, the fan goes, doesn't go straight up, it kind of has an elbow that takes it to the back of the building, and there was an issue with it coming in off that elbow, and water coming in from the fan, dropping off the elbow.
Okay.
But I don't know that it's been repaired or fixed.
No other issue?
I'm good.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Ted.
Thank you, Ted.
That's right. Fixing equipment. All of the above.
I haven't had anybody call me this week with any kind of issues, so. Pretty, what's going on? How about you, Gerald? You had anyone call you this week for
Yeah.
Gerald?
I've had a couple.
There you go.
Joe, that, Jen's Coat tires, where's that at?
I don't know where they're located. We've got to find them on the internet and got them booked, and that's where we buy those old airplane tires for the bush hogs.
Oh, okay.
It's about the least expensive place you can
Really?
get. Yeah.
I'm gonna get me a Reed Groover, you see one?
Reed Groover,
Yeah.
like for tires?
Yeah.
I've not seen that. No.
You know, Clark tracking down at Karnak, he's probably seen his old blue truck around. He's, you don't have to deflate him or anything, just, he does all the time.
Huh.
Just come about another 16th or maybe more than that, out of that groove. And keep on going.
Yeah. One thing I was wanting to ask, see if I could get approved from y'all, and I'm not 100% up on what we're doing here, but I was gonna see if I could get a credit card for the highway department. I looked into it, Banterra Bank, they do one over there, and that's what I talked to, and I've got this application, and got it halfway filled out, but it's specifically, this specific card is made for municipalities, so it's not, or, a government agency, so it's not tied to a person per se, it's tied to the FEIN number of the county. Specifically the highway department, I mean, we've got our own separate FEIN number. The reason that I like it is because we have a lot of things we have to order, order parts from people when we fix things, and it seems like more and more lately, they're not wanting to, they want payment right away, they want payment before they give us the part. And the last 3 years, I've been using my own personal credit card for them and getting reimbursed. You've probably seen on claims, and it's working okay, but sometimes parts get pretty expensive. And like this last time, I think I've got like $1,300 or something on parts that I put on the card. Just
What kind of
something.
limit would you have on that?
Well, we've just had to fill out, I don't know what kind of limit they're gonna actually give us. We filled out the spot here for anticipated monthly spend of $10,000, but I don't foresee that ever being anywhere near that, to be honest with you. I mean, the only time we would ever use this, again, is to, if we have to order parts from somewhere that we don't have our account already set up with, I can't really, the one example that I've got, there's a company down in Missouri that's it's an agricultural part dealer that we buy some cheaper parts for the mowing tractors, and that's the one I've got. I had to buy several tie rods for the tractor front ends and everything, and we just don't have an account set for them.
How about kind of no interest on that, as long as we pay a full payment each month?
That's right. The interest is 13.99, but there's no interest on it when you pay it, keep it
30
current.
days.
And there's no other minimum charges on this card at all, no annual fees, no other, I mean, there are late payment fees and things of that nature, but there's not any normal fees just to have the card. And, it's not something we have to do right now, because we're getting by just fine, but, I've thought about it, and I've filled this out, so, we could do it anytime. If you wanna do it, if you don't, if you want, let's just keep on going the way we're going, that's what we'll do.
We just wanna wait till Jeff gets back and. let him
Or
have
we
a
can,
chance
but
to-
I think you should have one.
Yeah, I don't have no, opposition to it at all, but might need to let Jeff have the opportunity to
That'd be
get
fine.
to it.
Just
Yeah,
talk
I'm
about it
good.
next week.
Yeah, I'm good with it. You all decided to do it.
The only thing that is on here that, I'm gonna, you guys would have to sign this enabling me to be the authorized officer of the highway department. And that's, I've gotta sign the application, and you would have to put the chairman of the board, approves me to be the authorized officer.
Which Jeff is the chairman.
Yeah. So,
Have you got an account over there now?
we do have one of our accounts at Banterra, I believe it's our unit bridge account, but this is gonna be treated more just like a regular credit card, where they
Yeah.
send us a statement every month that we pay, like a bill.
Talking about bridges, that one out there by Lover Camp Road, are they gonna try to do that this year, or do you know?
We have a bid opening on that next week, June 1st. So whenever we have a bid opening on that, I'll be coming to you all to get that approved, the contract.
Are they
Sealbeck, yeah.
What was his name?
That was,
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Mike Eisenhower.
Yeah, is he still in business?
Yeah,
Is he?
they'll
Good.
probably bid on it.
Yeah, he's a good man.
The other man who did the one on Holco Road, the last one we did, he's already called me about it, so he's gonna bid on it too. And
His dad used to,
D's Incorporated.
D's, yeah.
Brett D's,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know them.
So it's a simple project, it's nothing fancy, nothing.
Are they gonna try to do two this year, or do you know?
Bridges,
Yeah,
we just really have money for one.
one.
Yeah, we've got the other one we've got in the works is gonna be designed and ready to go, probably done next year, which is the one over on Mermet Road.
Well, when will they do that that other railroad bridge over Country Club?
Over Country Club Road?
Yeah.
I haven't had any, I don't have anything set up on that one
I
yet.
mean, it's not up to spec as far as weight, is it?
Well, I cannot permit any overweight loads on that bridge, but it can take the legal load, 80,000 pounds.
Can it?
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
It's in pretty good shape, actually, you know.
it's not bad, I mean, it's wood, and it has a lot of problems with it, but it's not, it's not horrible.
No.
It's not like it's rotten and falling in or nothing, I mean, it's decent.
Oh, no, I think they kept it up, but it had one problem there on the east side, it kept kind of falling in there where it met the fill,
Yeah,
but I think that's pretty well fixed now.
well, there still is some problems there. There's some of the decking that's underneath the pavement is rotting.
Oh, is it?
And it's causes problems every now and then, and I do wanna set a project up to try to replace that one. That's gonna be a expensive and a big project.
They'll raise it a couple of feet probably, or
Yeah,
maybe higher than those others now.
Yeah, I hope they don't have to raise it, because the approaches on that is about as much as we can stand right now.
Yeah, I know.
You definitely have to probably do that in the summer when school's out, wouldn't you? Be tough.
Well, the good thing about it, there is a lot of ways around, but it's
Yeah.
not convenient, that's for sure, but that is, I'm not sure what all the work would entail, other than just replacing the bridge. There may be approach work that's done to it, and that would be almost impossible to do in the fall or the winter,
Oh,
if there's any dirt work, cause that's the same thing we run into on Silbeck.
Yeah.
The bridge was up, but we couldn't finish the dirt work until weather got right to do it.
Well, it was sticking in the beds and everything else, you know, what that was.
Yeah.
Joe, a woman called me, she has a problem, but I don't think it's a county problem, but you can look at it. Out there on, Country Club Road, just west of the railroad bridge.
Okay.
Have you seen that school bus sitting in that field?
This part there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that girl's named Fisher, but I can't think of her first name, but, drives that bus. But just a little bit west of that bus, of course on the south side, her driveway, just past the culverts, fell in. It's blacktop. It's got a heck of a mud hole there. Fell in basically all the way across the driveway. And she says the culvert's bad. Well, I didn't look at it, but, I mean, it looks like a water line or something must have been leaking there or something at one time.
You don't happen to have an address?
No, it's Jason Fisher is his name. Jason Fisher.
Is that, well, I know that the Cummins is lived somewhere.
All right, right
around there
beside.
too. Right
I
beside
believe,
it.
I'm just west of Cummins, I believe.
Okay,
I believe it is the next one.
okay.
It's
Just
a
west of
heck of a hole. I don't know why that, unless it was salt, and for some reason wasn't packed good when they did the drive, you know, the asphalt. But the rest of the drive's fine, just that one place there.
Well,
And it's right beside that.
I'll check
Could-
out the
could that
culvert. I mean, it could be the culvert.
It
Could
might be.
possible.
And another question I had, you put in a culvert there on, Franklin School there, Macedonia Church Road, up there toward the T.
Yeah.
Into that farm field there. Well, that guy on the corner there, Shank, he wants to put a drive into his, you know, he sells those biblical books.
Okay.
He's got a place back there that they pack them and stuff, and he wants to put in a drive just about, it'd be less than 50 feet from that one. And that one you put in is a 15-inch. Would you want to go ahead and put a 15 there also? I told him they'd be at least 30 foot. Cause he'll be pulling the trailer part of the time, and time's picked up.
Yeah, that would be another 15 inch there,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'll just go and get one, I'll give you a call and
It's,
put it in.
yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
It's basically the same area as that other one, so I would think it was the same size.
Alright,
Is all the boys doing all right out there?
as far as I know. Nobody's told me any different.
Is Big Minder, is he on vacation?
Yeah, he did take off yesterday, and I guess he's off again today. He might be doing some farming or something.
Yeah.
Alright.
You gonna make the game Wednesday, or is that a little too far for you?
Well, I'm not gonna be able to make it up there. I would like to, but I didn't get to barely watch any of it last night. I got there and I had to leave, but
Did you?
it was, I saw like maybe 2.5 innings. I played good.
Yeah, the team did so.
I don't know if it was hearing, are they, so-so team, the best this year?
I say they're average, you know. We'll have our hands, we tested pretty good Wednesday, we played Effingham.
Are they good? Have you ever played them before?
No. I heard they're pretty good, so we'll find out.
That's a long ways away.
Well, no, it's being hosted at,
At Heron.
yeah,
right?
Heron.
Yeah.
They're the host this year of the tournament.
I mean, that's a pretty long way though for
For
Southern
them.
Illinois at Effingham.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
And then, yeah, so, I don't know, we'll see, the girls play today, they said. So I don't know who they're playing. But,
they stomped them pretty good
Yeah,
last
they
night
did.
too.
but hopefully we can have some timely hitting and good pitching, see how it goes.
Yeah. I know you're doing good. You grows pretty good, man.
Thank you, yeah. Just, you know, it is, one game to the next, you never know what to expect, so, it's just how life is.
Yeah, they might ought to save him from, well, they could probably pitch him again Saturday if you win
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, so, we'll see how it goes.
Thank you, Joe.
See y'all.
Contractually, everything worked out.
Yeah, it's good.
Anything else going on?
Of the mobile home tax bills printed,
Oh, yeah.
we'll get a chance this week, we'll get those folded and hopefully sent out by next Tuesday.
When's the due dates for those people?
I believe it's August 15th.
Is it just one payment for mobile
Yes,
homes?
mobile home is just one payment.
I don't have anything to do with those two. Robin said it might be June 1st before she can get them.
What do you think, property taxes will be due this year?
Our dates did we pick? August 31st and October 31st is what we're shooting for.
Okay.
So,
It's breaking my heart, thinking about those.
I know it. I'll let you know if that changes.
Okay.
And
All right, thank you.
you're welcome.
How are we this morning?
something that you actually can consider and compare. We got some good numbers from, you guys as far as the, census and such. And so I put together, some things for you to consider. In the packet, on the left-hand side, this is the same stuff that I had brought down before, the Prairie Benefits. It's a program that I designed, as far as coverages, and things of that nature. The proposal that, backs up the information with the correct numbers of 63 employees is what we had on there, is in the back of that. The numbers that I took from your 2016 health care plan renewal, then a synopsis of the inputs that are here, but the bottom line is, I will give you this comparison sheet. That kind of summarizes everything that is in the rest of that packet. Currently, you guys are with Mutual Med, as it states on your renewal, and I don't necessarily exactly follow it. Some places they're charging you for 60 people, and some places they're charging you for 65. That's on this Massac County renewal sheet, so I just used the 65.
You use 63, didn't you?
I use 63, but on the comparison for them, for you guys now, I used the 65 number. Because I didn't know which one, I guess that ran into that Maxi thing and that kind of stuff as far as how they build and what they did. The two sheets that I want you to have are this one and the one that I just gave you. That'll give you, that way I'll show you where I came up with the numbers, and I made some assumptions just because they made assumptions as far as estimated. Admin fees, their current admin fees are $33. Their premium per employee per month, I got that number, the $843.95 is adding line 5 on composite premium, which it says over here, which you guys are on this plan that was circled, I'm assuming, all the way to the right. The $286.95, and then you factor in the composite aggregate factor number 9 of 557. You add those two numbers together, and that's where I came up with the 843. With ours, we'll do your admin for 25, which is exactly what they're doing it for. Our network access is already built into the health insurance. Then our individual premium is $464.23 for a total of $489.23. Then a breakdown of the annual costs. This comes directly off of their sheet from your 2016. $25,740. The annual estimated premium that comes directly off of line 6, the 206,604, and then their expected claims of $312,811.20. For a total of $545,155. Our admin fees are $18,900. Our estimated premium is $350,957, because ours is a fully funded plan and not a self-funded plan like you guys are on now. And then our expected claims are $84,200, and that's a fixed amount. If it goes over that, I'm going to be responsible for it as the TPA. For a total of $454,057.88, which saves you, based upon these estimates, you know, they use the words total estimated premium and expected costs, will save you a little over $90,000 a year. Any questions on that so far? Anybody? Okay. Then I just did a breakdown of what you currently have. Your purchase deductible now, you have an individual stop loss of $35,000. We're going to purchase a $3,500 deductible. We're going to give your employees a $250 deductible. Because of the way that our $3,500 100% plan is set up, your employee max out of pocket will actually go down to $900 from $1,250. Right now, they got a $250 deductible and then an additional $1,000 out of pocket. If any of them are on there for family, your current plan has 3 times the deductible, our plan has 2. Your office visits will go down to $10. I couldn't find in the packet where if they had a separate specialist copay, ours is $25. We actually have a $25 copay for chiropractic, which right now you have up to $1,000 of coverage total. We have an urgent care deductible. Our prescription card on generics, we have a 0 copay. 85 to 87% of the drugs that people take are generic now, so in that instance, all of your employees would have a 0 deductible on their generic copays. Outpatient lab is covered at 100% if you use LabCorp or Direct Health. There are no LabCorp facilities in Metropolis, but there are 2 locations in Paducah. And if it gets to that point, the main thing is that the employees can request that their doctor send that to LabCorp to have done, and that way it'll be covered at 100%. The diabetic supplies are covered at 100%, and I wasn't being funny there. That's the name of the company, Just Diabetic Supplies, not me just saying just diabetic supplies are being covered. That's the name of the provider. We have a deductible credit for our wellness program of up to $500. So your employees could actually have a 0 deductible plan if they participate in the wellness. Our network, not only do we use HealthLink, but we use PHCS. Down here, in my opinion, that's important because some of the facilities in Paducah are not in HealthLink. Get on down to Nashville and Vandy and those places. But anywhere in the United States, you'll have the PHCS network as a wrap to go around the HealthLink network if you're not in the area. So if they got kids away at school or whatever the case may be and they're on the plan, they'll be able to find a network. We'll do the COBRA administration. And then based upon the numbers, currently you're averaging $45,429.60 in premium claims and admin. Ours would be $37,838.41 for a $75,91.19 savings, and that miraculously is actually within $3 of that $91,097 savings.
I have a question.
Yes,
On
ma'am.
this COBRA administration, states included, is that $2 per employee fee that's included, or just that you will take care of it?
No, we'll do all the COBRA. Yeah, there's no fee for it.
Okay,
They may charge, are they charging you $2 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll do it for free. We'll throw it in.
okay. All right.
So, and we have all the software and the administration and stuff, and we have done that, not just the COBRA, we've done 105 administration and stuff for you guys in the past. The one thing, if nothing else, it gets you on basically a surefire budget of what you're spending each month. There's no variable of, one month looking at the claims you guys had, one month you paid $24,000, one month you paid 20-something thousand, another month you paid $16,000, which is not a big deal if you've got the money, but if you're trying to budget and you're wanting to know what your fixed costs are gonna be, the way that we're doing it is we can fix your costs, and that way you know, each month. There won't be any phone call at the end of the year or the end of a month and say, hey, you owe X amount.
I guess the biggest advantage of what we're with currently being self-funded, we're able to use funds out of tort liability levy. Where if we're fully funded, we don't have that option. So we're able to save the taxpayers a pretty good amount of money right now by being self-funded because of the options that we have there.
In terms of, and I'm just asking, how are you saving the taxpayers' money if you're spending $91,000 more currently than what you would with our plan?
Well, because it's kind of misleading, your proposal. the administration fund and, the reinsurance costs, we're able to pay out of the tort liability fund, which is a levy that we have set. So we're not paying it out of the general fund.
That's an expense to the taxpayers. either
Right.
way.
But it's a levy that we
Right.
have set, so it's not coming out of the general fund, so that, 25,740 under administration fees and that estimated premium 206,604, we're able to pay out of the tort fund, and then the only thing we're paying out of the general fund is any claims up to our stop loss, which our stop loss, I believe, is 30,000, not 35,000. And, so what, like you said a while ago, those claims that come through, 1 month might be 10,000, 1 month might be 16 or 20. That is true, but, if we're able to put $15,000 a month in that account, that probably will cover the total, claims that we would have for a year. I guess what I'm trying to say, under a fully funded, we would have to pay it all out of the general fund.
Well, fully funded has the same, if you look at the back page, I mean, if you're needing a breakdown of where you're gonna take money from to pay things on the big proposal, the one that's stapled there, I believe. There's a breakdown,
So what column you talking about?
look at page 10, which is the next to last page. Okay, and the healthy 100, 3,000 C, or 3,500 C, next to the last on the right-hand column.
The healthy 135.
100 C, yes.
Okay, I see it.
Now, you go over here to the left column and it has the words, so you can take that amount of money, if you can break it down in your thing, because it has the specific stop loss premium, it has the aggregate stop loss coverage, it has the company's admin, expected claims pre-funding, and the aggregate corridor. So if it's just a matter of semantics as far as an account and how you do it, here's a breakdown of everything that they do, which is basically no different than the breakdown of what Mutual Med is doing.
Yeah, but this is a fully funded account, you just said.
Fully funded, not fully insured. There's three types of accounts. There's self-funded, there's fully funded, and there's fully insured. Fully insured is Blue Cross, Health Alliance, those type. Self-funded is the way Mutual Med does it, and there's some other carriers out there that do it that way.
And this
This is fully funded. Fully funded takes the benefits of fully insured, which is level premiums, with the potential savings of the self-funded, and breaks it down with aggregates and such like that. So at the end of your term, if you've paid in more money for this health insurance than what you use, you have the potential to get money back. The same as a self-funded plan.
So this one here is the one that you're,
Those words, yeah, but not that first column, just over there, because that's a different, see, this is a different plan here. This is the healthy, whatever
what
that's.
plan have you quoted?
This one, right here,
This one right here.
yes. Yeah. Those are just the words that tell what the lines are.
Right, so this here would be what this is right.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay.
Jason, what is it that allows that to be paid out of the tort fund?
The state statute just says it is. It's, if you go to the state statute on that, it lists 2 or 3 options of what can be paid out of the
It's
tort.
for unexpected things that,
No, it says under the state statute that a self-funded,
okay.
insurance can be paid out.
Caroline probably knows.
Yeah, I
that.
mean, it just lists a few options of what can be paid out of that levy, and that is one of them. Well, that's what our legal counsel tells us, Patrick, so. That was one of the positives, but you're saying this fully funded can be paid out of, fully funded can be paid out of tort as well?
Well, you'll have to check,
Okay.
because I'm not a legal counsel, so, but I'm just saying, we have the breakdowns of specific stop loss and such, just as they show, over here as far as estimated premium, their composite aggregates, everything like that.
What type of terms would this, like, would this be like a 2 or 3 year price locked in, or is this a 1 year?
1 year.
1 year.
Now, we do have a 2-year, we have an option of a 2-year rate guarantee. It would be probably, and I'm gonna speak for the company, anywhere from 6 to 8% more than what the numbers are here, but you'd be locked in for 2 years. If your claims are running decent, I don't recommend it. If they're not, I do recommend it.
And this here is the same, program that you offer your other clients?
Yes, Franklin County has this if you need to,
Yeah.
they've had it for 3 or 4 years now. But we've been very pleased with the service that we get, with the turnaround. With our administration, we get the EOBs, the explanation of benefits, directly from the carrier for us to do our processing.
Does this plan that you have now require you to send in EOBs?
No.
No.
No, okay.
Very good proposal, I appreciate it.
That's no problem.
Uh,
The other thing is, this is all ACA compliant, meets all the qualifications and rules of the ACA, so you won't have any issues there.
Gerald, you got any questions on it?
No, that looks real good to me. We'll have to let Jeff look at it.
I've got my card in each one of those. If he has any questions, he can feel free to call me. I'll give you my cell number also if anybody needs to talk about it. My cell's not on there.
Yeah, well, we can just call your office.
Okay, that's fine. That's no problem.
So the question would be, I guess, checking with Patrick, make sure it can still be,
Yes,
Pay
that
for
would be a
that.
huge, question for us, if it will still be able to be, accessible under the tort fund, tort levy. Find out. I guess, basketball season's over with now.
Basketball and recruiting, almost. I got a boy coming on campus tomorrow, and then one, the next Saturday. And, if we can get them signed, we'll be all done for the year, and,
Was it Ren Lake or John A?
really,
Ren Lake.
Dad's at John A.
Your dad is?
Yeah, Dad's the president of John A.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's where my, wife went to school, she's at
Okay.
Illinois Gems, John A.
why go anywhere else? That's what the commercial says.
They brought his dad in to kinda salvage the school. It
Yeah.
was about ready to close the doors.
Well, let's hope it doesn't. It's a good school.
It is a good school.
It is a great school.
We have, I think two baseball players going to Ren Lake this coming year.
It's got a good baseball program. They had a good year this year. They had a pitcher that was gonna be a first-round draft pick. I mean, he was throwing upwards of 100 and blew out his elbow halfway through the season, but he's still got teams all over him. I mean, he's still gonna get drafted. And,
Is he a righty?
he is a righty, yeah. And he was a hard-throwing right-hander.
That's right, you're throwing that kind of speed.
That's pretty quick, yes.
We have, like, two guys, like I say, going there, and I think one went last year to John A. baseball team. So that's a good program. We started our regionals yesterday for baseball.
You guys 3A?
Yeah, I think so, I don't know. We are not, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Benton's 3A, I guess.
Yeah, it changes all the time.
Yeah, and Frankfurt was 2A, so.
Yeah, we played Heron, yesterday and beat them, and now we play Effingham Wednesday.
Where's your regional here?
Actually, Heron's hosting it,
Okay.
and for some reason, we hosted the first game, I don't know what's going on there, but Wednesday's game would be at Heron, but we play Effingham. And then, you know, if we were able to win Wednesday, who knows? We play Saturday, I don't know how that works out. So we're a pretty decent baseball team this year, so hopefully we'll do all right.
Yeah, I saw my son plays JV, he's a freshman, so
What school?
West Frankfurt.
West Frankfurt.
So I saw your guys play, the JV play.
Oh, okay. How did we do against you all, beat us?
You know what, our JV was pretty decent, we got a good group of young kids, but I can't say that we won, I don't know.
I don't know if our varsity game beat y'all or not, I don't have a clue. I haven't went to many games that I wish I could go to.
Sometimes time doesn't allow it, does it?
Yeah, it don't, you just get busy.
All right, well, anybody got any more questions?
No.
Anything else you
Leave
need?
a packet for Jeff.
I can.
It's his birthday, you know, maybe it'd be good reading material for him. You said.
Yeah, I'm sure this will be high on his list of reading material. All right, let me make sure I got everything in here. That's mine. Okay, we need two of those. And there we are.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys, appreciate
Randy.
it. Good to see you again.
Yeah, thank you, Caroline.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good to see you.